Praise the Lord. Praise the living Jesus. So we thank God for today. Today's is July 10. June 10. June 10, 2022. And the topic of the Open Heaven Devotional is teach them to avoid evil company. Teach them to avoid evil company. So the memory verse we read is Proverbs chapter 13 verse 20. Proverbs chapter 13 verse 20. It says, he that walketh with the wise shall be wise, but a company of fools shall be destroyed. Hallelujah. He that walketh with the wise shall be wise, but the company of fools shall be destroyed. I think that memory verse is very simple and very straightforward. It's a very simple and straightforward memory verse. If you walk with the wise people, you too will be wise. But if you walk with the company of the fools, then that person shall be destroyed with his company. All of them shall be destroyed. So by implication, those that you walk with determines either your destruction or your salvation. Either of the two. So it determines it. Even we talked about the spiritual aspect of it. Those that you walk with determines either you will enter the kingdom of God or enter hell. It determines it. That's just it. So the passage read was taken from 2 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 14 to 18. 2 Corinthians 6, 14 to 18. Praise God. So, like what Baba Adeboye was trying to let us to understand, Baba said there is an adage that says, be not deceived, evil communication corrupts good manner. And that is 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verse 33. The adage in Yoruba says, ẹgbẹ́ búburú máa ń ba ìwà rere jẹ́. Ẹgbẹ́ búburú ó máa ń ba kíni jẹ́. So no matter bí èèyàn ṣe lè jẹ́ ọmọ tó lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó, no matter how trained you are, tó bá ti ń bá àwọn ọmọ tí ò lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ rìn, tó bá ti ń bá ọmọ tí ò lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ rìn, tó ń bá àwọn ọmọ rándanràndan rìn, and you are working with them, they are your friends, no matter how they will influence you. Olóyè pé ẹgbẹ́ burú máa ń ba ìwà rere jẹ́. Our Baba used to say, show me your friends and I will tell you whom you are. Show me your friend and I will tell you whom you are. So if you get to a place and you are pretending to be good or whatever, people have not known you. But the moment they started seeing a kind of friends that you follow, oh, they will say, okay, you are when you're buying alone. Because the same birds flock together. You can never see ẹyẹlé and àṣá flock together. Is it possible? Birds of the same feather flock together. So if you want to see àṣá moving all around, then it must be eagle and eagle, àṣá and àṣá. They are the one that will be flocking together. Ẹyẹlé and ẹyẹlé, they are the one that will be flocking together. Pepper. It is wrong for you to see ducks and chicken flocking together. Oh, it's rare. Kò possible. Ẹgbẹ́ burú máa ń bà wá ẹ̀jẹ̀. So, show me your friend. I will tell you whom you are. Hallelujah. Many children or many Christians, they have bad company. Like the company we saw in the Bible, they call him Jonadab. Jonadab was a friend to one of the sons of David, Ammon. And when Ammon was having bad intention, he was having bad intention of raping her sister, Tamar. And he doesn't know how to go about that intention. So the bad friend he was having, Jonadab, was the one that encouraged him and said, that one is not difficult, you can do this, you can do this. If it were to be today's age, once I put so locally, àbí, ó já sí, ó já sí, àbó rẹ̀ sí, àbó sọ locally. You see, a lot of slangs they use to cover, to qualify that bad habit, bad thinking, demonic and devilish act. Kò sí nǹkan tó wà níbẹ̀, ó já sí ni, ó rẹ̀ sí ni, ó sẹ̀ ni, àbí gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tó ń sọ káàkiri ní nǹkan nìyẹn. Ó ti sẹ̀, ó ṣe kí ni. You see, that's why I used to warn you against all those. Àbí mi ò kí ń warn you. You know, I used to warn you against all those things. The moment you give yourself to them, you are gone. Because by the time you are doing something bad, you will not see it as bad again. Wọ́n máa jẹ́ kó mọ̀ pé no, ó já ni, ọmọ tó já ni. Is it ọmọ tó já or ọmọ tó ń hùwà burúkú? Ọmọ tó ń hùwà ẹ̀mí èṣù? Pẹ̀lú ìṣẹ̀tọ́ ẹ̀ kí wọ́n sọ fún mi pé ìwà tó burúkú ló ń wù yọ, ìwà ẹ̀mí èṣù ni wọ́n á ní kò sí nǹkan tó fi ń ṣèyàn, ó já ni, ọmọ tó já ni. Is that good? And that is why I used to warn you against all these bad friends, worldly slangs and worldly habits. Be careful of them. Because when you are doing the wrong thing, they will tell you it is right. They will be deceiving you. If Jonadab is a child of God, was to be a child of God, will he give such an advice to Haman? He will not. Immediately he will tell him that, ọ̀rẹ́ wa, nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe yẹn ò dá o. Don't do it. Ṣé torí yẹn ló ṣe wá ló ṣe sick tàbí ló ṣe ń ṣe báyìí? My brother, it is a sin in the presence of God. Then apart from being a sin, your father will not be happy. How will you rape your sister? Your father will not be happy o. Tó yẹ pé ó lẹ́mìí Ọlọ́run, tó yẹ pé nǹkan jọ rẹ̀ gidi. But in that situation, you will discover that Jonadab too can do the same. Or maybe he has done it before. He too must have done it before. Because it is what you see your peer group doing that you would like to do. If you have been moving around with the peer group of only boyfriend and girlfriend, then definitely you too will be having one boyfriend or girlfriend. That's just it. But if you move with the peer group that fears God, if Jonadab feared God, he wouldn't have supported Ammon to rape Tamar. It's a bad habit. But because he was an unbeliever, they were all unbelievers, so they don't know God, they don't fear God, and they just went on doing all sorts of rubbish. So how can you, that you come from a Christian home, that you have given your life to Jesus, have you not given your life to Jesus? How can you, a child of God, that you are giving your life to Jesus, now behave like an unbeliever? It is wrong. So let us be careful. Let us be careful. Ẹgbẹ́ búburú ó máa ń ba ìwà rere jẹ́. Even kì í ṣe àwọn ọmọdé nìkan, even parents, even we parents, we too must be careful of the kind of friends we flocks around with. We must be careful of them. I saw a friend ní ìjẹta. We were discussing about Nigeria. Somebody has told me that thing before. Èmi náà mo kàn rẹ́rìn, mo rẹ́rìn. We are discussing about Nigeria and about the killings. And the guy told me, ní Prince, ó ní èèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ ní ayẹta o. Èèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ lọ ní ayẹta níbi tí Nàìjíríà dé lónìí. Ayẹta kàbí Jésù. Ó ní ọ̀rọ̀ Jésù lélẹ̀, ó ní ọ̀dà mo ti gbọ́. Ó ní ọ̀dà mo ti gbọ́. Ó ní confirm ayẹta. Ó ní he told me, ní what happened at Ọ̀wọ̀? Wípé there was a priest. Pé wọ́n yìn ìbọn pé ìbọn ò bá. Àwọn priest yẹn. Ó ní ṣe mo mọ̀ pé ó ti láyẹta nìyẹn. Mo ní is it only ayẹta that can prevent you from bullet? Mo ní Holy Spirit èèyàn lè lẹ́mìí mọ́ kó yìnyín ń bọ̀ kí ìbọn má bà náà. Ó rẹ́rìn. Ó ní ẹ jókòó síbẹ̀. Ibi tí experience ti ẹ̀ mọ nìyẹn. Mo dẹ̀ rẹ́rìn. But èmi ti rí ẹni tí wọ́n yìn níbọn tí ìbọn ò bá tí ò dẹ̀ láyẹta. Tó yẹ pé Ọlọ́run ni ààbò ẹ̀. The Bible say you are my shield and my buckler. Mo wá jẹ́ kó mọ̀, mo ní come. Mo ní when you have the Holy Spirit. Mo ní irú ìjọ tí wọ́n fẹ́ wá yẹn gan, the Holy Spirit will do something. Jẹ́ pé even gan tó ò ní ayẹta tó dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé òun kò sáyẹta pé ìbọn máa bẹ̀ ń jọ yẹn. He will make sure that you don't go to church that day. Tàbí he will make sure that something happen that you have left the church. Or you have left that environment. Or he will make sure that those people, they will not focus your play. Is it everybody in that church that were killed? No. It will make sure that Holy Spirit can make it in such a way that they will not even focus where you are. And they will be unleashing their terror on somewhere places. Have I not been saying about the dramatic power of God? So that one is more than ayẹta now. Because ayẹta has an expiring date and he has a what do you call it? Olewo. What do you call it? Ewo. He has a do's and don'ts. The moment you violate the rules of ayẹta, the ayẹta is bad. And what do you happen? You will not know. Wàá sì gbójú lè po láyẹta náà ni. Ṣé ṣúgà ò láyẹta ni? Honorable ṣúgà. Ṣé kò ní ayẹta? Báwo ni ìbọn ṣe wá bà? Ayẹta wo ló lè confam ju ayẹta irú àwọn yẹn lọ? Which kind of ayẹta can be stronger than the ayẹta of such people? But for you to know that it's only God that protects, ayẹta yẹn ò ṣiṣẹ́ ń jọ yẹn. So kí ni mo fẹ́ fàyọ̀ ń bẹ̀ ni pé such a friend, ibi tó yẹ Ọlọ́run yé mọ́ òun nìyẹn. Mi ò blame her anyway, but mo jẹ́ kó hàn pé no. This is not the matter of ayẹta, it's the matter of the Holy Spirit. Do the right thing, be righteous. Ìwà ọmọ ní máa mú ọmọ ṣe kí ni? mọ̀wé ẹ̀. Ìwà ọmọ ló máa ń mọ́mọ ṣe kí ni? Ìwà ọmọ ló máa ń mọ́mọ jẹ òkígbẹ́. Mọ̀wé. Ìwà ọmọ ló máa ń mọ́mọ jẹ òkígbẹ́. Ọmọ tó bá ń jẹ òkígbẹ́, òkígbẹ́ ni oògùn táwọn bàbá wa máa ń jẹ sára jẹ́ pé tó máa ṣẹ́ ládàá, àdá ò ní wọlé. Tó ń ṣàbáyé kò ní wọlé. Oògùn àwọn bàbá wa ni spiritual ni, kì í ṣe it's not a natural oògùn bíi tablet àbí wọ́n àbí àgbo. Oògùn àwọn bàbá wa ni is a spiritual, is a black magic. Is a black magic power. So tó máa ti ń ṣẹ́ ni ẹ̀ láti dábàá kó máa ṣalẹ́ anything kò ní wọ̀. Wọ́n á kàn máa dùn náà ni kò ní wọlé, kò ní bẹ̀. But that one, nítorí ìwà tó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ló ṣe lọ ń jẹ òkígbẹ́. If you are a child of God, kí ló ń jẹ òkígbẹ́ fún? The only thing you have to do is to be full of the Holy Spirit. When you are full of the Holy Spirit, you are covered. Praise God. Praise God. So watch the kind of people you flock around to, so that they will not be giving you bad advice like Jonadab.